Welcome to Marriage Monday with Jeremiah and Savannah Jennings. The Jennings own Growing Green Landscapes and are very happily married. In this podcast, Jeremiah and Savannah discuss the wins, losses, good times, bad times, and everything in between pertaining to owning a business while maintaining a healthy marriage along the way. We hope you enjoy the show.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode today here on the Growing Green Podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I am so excited to be coming to you today with another fresh new Marriage Monday for you. Welcome into the show. Hope you're doing fantastic. If you're listening live or real time, soon to when the show is released, then hope you're starting off the week all right. Hope you're starting off listening to Marriage Monday because we are blessed to be joined with our amazing co-host, Savannah. How are you doing this evening?
Good.
You making it?
Barely
surviving. Busy day today, busy week. Life is crazy. Life is crazy right now, but we love it. We are along for the ride. Hope everybody else is as well. Thank you all for following along with us and making us a part of your weekly listen sometimes, hopefully. So we really do appreciate it. We love all the support, all the friends we've gotten to grow from this thing, and looking forward to many, many more years of friendship to come. So welcome to the show. What do you want to talk about today?
I don't know. What are we going to get into?
What are we going to get into? That should be the title of the show. That's like the $1 million question. What are we going to get into? Some people say we talk too fast. Some people say I should slow the show down.
Who says we talk too fast?
People from here. Literally,
I don't feel
that's
like
it.
we do.
Well, it's because all of you guys up north that listen to the show, you're like, I have to listen on 1.5 speed because y'all talk so slow. But then people that live here that listen to the show, they're like, man, you talk so fast, you got to slow down. And
I don't feel like I'm
trying
fast.
to play to both sides here, but
Both
I feel
crowds.
like we have more people that listen from the north, so it's like I don't want to have to listen on 1.5 speed. But I do know that problem. I know people that I have to slow down. I listen to people from different parts of the country, and I'm like I have to put them on like 0.75 speed,
yeah,
because their 1x is too fast. So. I feel like everybody's done that in their life before. Audiobooks, I do that in audiobooks. If it's like super deep stuff, like we're in a deep section of the book, I'll go slow it down or like just repeat it like 2 or 3 times.
I truly can't really do that, like listen to books or listen to podcasts if I'm not in the car. I'm so ADD. I can't focus on what I'm doing and what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it is hard. Like, so you guys that are out mowing, you know this. Like, when I'm on the mower out in the field, it's so easy to get a lot of listening time in because you're just sitting on the mower all day. But at the same time, like, if you're trimming or you're blowing, like you're doing things, or you're mowing in a heavily populated area or something where it's not just mindless field mowing, it's very easy to get like 30 minutes in and be like, what did they just talk about? Because you weren't even able to pay attention.
That's how I've tried before, like listen to books and stuff, and I feel like I keep having to re-listen.
I have done that, yeah.
To the chapter because I'm like, I definitely don't remember any of what I just heard. Or I have no idea what I was just doing.
I mean, everybody does it better. Some people do better reading books. Some people do better listening to audiobooks. I think reading, you retain better. I feel like as the general population, you retain better. For me, I would say I retain better reading. I like listening, but I think if I want to retain at the exact same level as reading, I need to listen to the book at least twice.
Yeah, and I don't have
3
time for
times.
that. Then you've like defeated the purpose.
Well, not really. It depends on, I mean, if you're like us, you're mowing, then you have just time.
I guess.
I mean, you have time you can fill, so it's better than listening to some raunchy rap music from today's world.
I guess.
But that is, I guess, the lowdown on how to listen to an audiobook and get something out of it. So what did we do? Did anything crazy come up this week? Last week we talked about brighter bins. We finished the build, or not? We did not finish the build.
I was gonna say,
the build. The build is just starting, but I got the hopper back. So I got the thing that's going to hold the cans, and actually they're going to sit on the platform. They call it a hopper. It holds the water and stuff. Got that back from the welder, and so that was exciting. We got to make one small modification, but other than that, we're good to go. We got to pick up the pressure washer and get the nozzles on there, and then we're just going to plumb it, and we are ready for business. So that's going to be fun. I don't want to get into brighter bins too much today. We talked about that a lot last week on the show. One thing we could get into today is you like how we plan this out live, like as we go throughout the show?
Yeah, like what are we going to talk about on this podcast? Well, I don't know. Let's start.
Sometimes we do sit down with an agenda, and then sometimes it's just like, let's just get on here and see where we go. Because I think those are the best. Sometimes is like you get into topics. I don't know. I'm just different. Like it's hard for me to. There's certain times I feel like you need to prepare. Like we prepared for our trade speech.
Obviously,
we prepared a good bit, but it's like I got up there and then just went off of like what we felt like going off of. We've followed our notes to an extent, but
yeah, I feel like we definitely
we followed our notes for sure. But like you ad lib a little bit. You just kind of you think about stories as you're talking about things.
Well, yeah, but that's also like comes from like kind of practicing, and rehearsing and like.
I guess, but I mean, like we can get into this and not have an agenda, and then things come up, like topics come up, and I think some of our best discussions.
This is on a different platform, though. You can't compare the two. Like this is so much more casual.
Yeah. No, I guess you're right, but we just had some of our best conversations. Some of our best shows have been literally just like the show that I always think about is what show do you think I'm going to? It was not just us. What show do you think I'm going to talk about? One of my favorite shows.
The almonds at the beach.
In the kitchen.
Yeah,
so that's
around the kitchen table or whatever.
That was one of the best shows we've had for Marriage Monday, and there was zero thought put into it as far as like
we didn't even know you were recording until I looked down and the button was red.
No, literally, it was like we were like 5 minutes into the show, and we were just having discussion. Like those are the best ones, and that's I feel like people need to not try to be so polished all the time, because. People listening are real people. Like
exactly.
When I listen to stuff, I just want it to be a real conversation.
Oh yeah, no, we're not.
It's like it's why I do my like 30-second rehearsed intro, but then we're just like that's just almost like for fun.
I'm not trying to be anything we're not over here. We're not real polished all the time by any means.
But I just don't feel like you connect with your audience the same way when you do that.
Yeah.
Like that. I don't feel that way. I mean, I don't feel like I connect with the host that's super polished. Like that's not who I'm going to listen to.
And rehearsed and bullet points and.
That's just that way in friendship, though. Not just like host versus audience versus like creator. Like that's you just in life. Like you want to be around people who are doing bigger things than you, but people that you like their like similar lifestyle as far as like personalities go. Like I'm not trying to change my life to meet somebody else's personality.
No,
I don't want to be friends with somebody who's different.
Just as a general rule, though,
we've set friends with people who are personalities align.
We're just pretty laid back people, like as a general rule.
Correct, and you want to be friends with people that are laid back as well. Like I'm not trying to live up to someone else's standard.
Well, that's like a whole other thing. If you want to go into like friendship and having to be somebody you're not to be somebody's friend, then they're not really your friend. Like
the perfect example is we went to the store today. Where we went, the area of town we went to is like that's a different class, like different style of people.
Yeah,
and people listen to the show from here, so we're not gonna talk cities, but because we literally don't know who lives here. But it's just like when you get in this certain area of town, like. I don't feel like I can be myself there.
No, you have to put on a little bit of a what facade. What am I wearing here? Like,
yeah. And I don't look. And I'm saying that I don't really like. Oh man, I don't belong here. But it's just one of those things. Like you start looking around at other people. Like it is a different lifestyle where they live.
Yeah.
Like life is different there. It can be 10 minutes from your house.
Yeah.
And life can be different. But you need to. But it doesn't make us feel any worse about ourselves. Like.
I don't know.
It's a different class. I mean,
it's just different.
I think there's ways to look at it. There's a way to look at it where it drives you, motivates you, and there's a way to look at it to where it's like you do negative to yourself, though. Mm-hmm. Like if you use the whatever it is you're looking to attain in life, whether it's monetary status or things, you want a boat or you want nice clothes or you want a nice car, like everybody wants something different. Whatever that is, if you use those things to drive you positively, like if you go to a nice area of town or you go on vacation, you're like, man,
it's gonna fuel you one way. It's either gonna send you in the right direction or send you backwards in the wrong direction, and it's gonna either force you to focus on the things that you don't have or focus on like the things that you're working towards, if that makes sense. It's either going to cause you to have a pity party or motivate you to do better so that you can have those things.
Which I think if you've heard the phrase like money just shows who you really are, like the amount of money you have. Like you start making more money, all it does is show who you really are.
Yeah.
I think that when you get in those situations, it really just shows it shows the type of person you are. Like there's going to be the type of people who whine and complain because they're not there. And then there's the type of people who are like, man, this motivates me and fires me up to work harder to get to this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's, you got to surround yourself and your family with those type of people. Like you don't want people in your life, friends, relatives. Like I feel like it could be tough because there's relatives that you might have to cut off because they don't, because they're going to look down on you because you're trying to use that as motivation. They're going to look at it as like, man, well, we're never going to get there. And they're not going to look down on you. They're going to hold you back if you're around them too much because they look at it as like poor, pitiful me.
Yeah.
And does that make sense? Like,
a little.
Do you follow that?
We just we were talking about clothes and now we're talking about cutting relatives off. And I'm like, trying to process why we're talking about cutting people off.
Okay. I'm just saying that would be an extreme.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to attain and you're trying to grow your family, you're trying to grow your business, you're trying to grow your life to a certain status, and that, like, again, it doesn't have to be it's whatever you choose in your life, whether it's your spiritual status, your wealth, how much you can give back, like to your community, whatever it is. If you're trying to do that, then you most likely have a positive outlook on life. You probably are a person that says, hey, when we see something negative, let's turn it into a positive. Let's try to push through our trials, our struggles, all the things that are along the way that are making us who we are. Let's push through these to get to an end goal. But if you look at this class of people or this community or whatever, and you're like, man, these people are just so rich. Like, I'll never attain this. We're like, this is just for a different class of people that we'll never get there. Like we just, that type of person, that type of thought process is going to hold you back if you're around that all the time.
Yeah.
Does that not make sense?
Yeah, I see that.
Like, and I'm not saying you can't go to dinner with them, but like you don't want that to be your inner circle.
Right.
Like if you're going to have an inner circle, you need it to be people that are building you up and motivating you. And I would say your inner circle needs to be people from all different walks of life.
Your inner circle?
Yeah. In the sense of you don't need the same type of people influencing you all the time. You want different opinions. You want different variety. You want different locations. Like we're friends with people all over the country.
Yeah, but who, obviously not, we don't have to talk names on here, but you would say that you feel that way about our inner circle?
Yeah, I would say our inner circle is a pretty tight-knit group of people that are giving us outlooks on life in different aspects. Like they're giving us different family outlooks, different financial outlooks, different housing outlooks.
I don't know, maybe we just have different versions or ideas of what the inner circle is.
Well, what do you think an inner circle is?
I kind of
like the people that are close to your house, like physical.
No, I pretty much think about inner circle as in like people that are doing the day-to-day life with you, like not physical locations. Not necessarily physical, but like you talk to them on like a either close to daily or weekly basis, and like they're the people that you go to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's an inner circle.
Yeah, but like anything and everything, like they know it. And I don't mean like, oh, we're BFFs. We talk every single day on the phone for an hour, even though like I do have those people. But no, like they know what's going on in your life and you know what's going on in theirs. And you don't find out by social media. You find out because y'all are talking,
you're communicating
and you're getting advice and you're like, I would consider that the
so
inner circle.
So what is this is where we're going to go with the show. What do you want your inner circle to be then? This is me genuinely asking, like, what do we want our inner circle to be? Like, is it, because I feel like our inner circle right now is pretty good. We're around people who want similar things, who are chasing similar goals.
Yeah, you want.
People are further along than us. People are a little behind us. So we're getting to pass along some knowledge that we've gotten. We're getting to look at people ahead of us who we're trying to learn from.
Yeah.
So, like, what do you want out of an inner circle? Is it you want people that can pump you up? Do you want people that can say, be your yes man? Like, what is an inner circle to you? It's very deep. kind of.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa.
It's not really deep, but it is a good thought that I think you and your spouse should have if you're listening today. Like, your inner circle is important.
Yeah.
More so than you realize, because those are the people, you've heard everybody's heard the phrase, you are who your like closest
you become
five.
who you're around.
Like, your closest five
stuff,
friends.
Whatever.
You look at them, and that's who you're probably going to end up being like.
Yeah.
And so, like, your inner circle in a spouse setting, like we have a lot of married friends, a lot of couples our age, around our age.
I think you want to be in relatively similar stages of life, because a lot of times that means that
correct,
your priorities are kind of this, not necessarily always the same, but like they're up there.
No, yeah, I would agree.
Your values and views on things need to be similar, because they can help you remember and see why you're doing what you're doing, and help you hold true.
So what I mean by anything and everything, like having different walks of life in your inner circle, is I think you should have those people that are in your everyday, like they're in the same stage of life as you. If you have a 6-month-old, you want to be around somebody who has a 6-month or a 10-month-old or a 2-month-old, like somebody that's in the similar walk of life as you.
Yeah.
But then you also want people that you want people in your inner circle that know those everyday things. They can give you advice that are further down the road than you. Mm-hmm. Because you want to be able to, like, you don't want to look to somebody.
I think we just have different definitions of an inner circle. Because my dad's always used that expression, and he has used that as like a gridlock, tight knit. It's in the inner circle. It's not going anywhere. Like, that is your most intimate group of people. Like, they know you, you know them, the ins and outs of every day. Like, that's your inner circle. That's just what I think of, because of the way it was used when I grew up. So we might just have different uses.
So let's extend.
I feel like I only have a very few people in my inner circle that really know me and the ins and outs of every day, that I talk to about everything and anything, and I could trust and have no hesitation going to for advice, because they know me well enough to give me the advice. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how I see it.
You're looking. So here's how I'm taking what you're hearing.
Seeing it as a group, your friend group.
So to me, it's like so what you're thinking to me is like double inner circle, like inner circle, like the tightest people around you.
It's the inner circle. Like, that's what it is.
Okay, so what's the one step out of that then? That's not your friend group.
It's the outer circle.
That's not true.
Your circle. I don't know. You could say your circle.
What is
your circle of friends.
Your circle of life. Circle. I mean, yeah, I guess.
Your circle, and then the inner circle. I don't know.
And then just like the general public.
Yeah, I guess. You can have your friends, and then you can have your circle.
But so who do you consider? Do you not want people in your inner circle that have gone through something though? Like, I want people in my inner circle that have gone through the things that we're going through, because they can give advice on that. So that's why I'm saying all different stages of life. Like, it's a you might not tell them, oh, my kid woke up with a poopy diaper this morning and pooped all over the changing table.
Yeah.
But they're still in your inner circle. Like, they still know things about the ins and outs of your life.
Yeah, and I think that's so dependent on your personality too, because there are some people that just like aren't super open and like don't really do that, like have that. We joke about, your different friends and personalities and levels of openness and like privacy, all those things, because like I have two like people that I consider like my two closest friends, and one of them, we like, when I tell you we talk on the, and some people are going to roll their eyes at this because like not many people do this.
Every day.
We FaceTime every single morning. We have babies that are like very close in age. We talk every morning, and like that is something that we would call each other and tell each other. Like, he woke up and had a blowout and it got everywhere, blah, blah, blah. And we literally like, what's our plan for today? Like, and my other best friend, we have grown up together. We are so close. She is my best friend, but like, she's just a little more private with things. And so it's not that we're not close. That's just how she communicates. So like, it's just funny because you say that about, your inner circle, like just because you wouldn't say this, that doesn't mean they're not in your inner circle. I think because that's how I am. If I'm not able to have those conversations with you or call you like that, you're not in what I consider my inner circle. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's just the matter.
Yeah, so we have
fact.
different. Yeah, you're thinking of it a little different than I am.
Yeah.
To me, so here we go.
Here's what I would say. I don't think you have an inner circle. I don't think you have what I would consider an inner circle.
Not to that extent, no. Probably not. I mean, I have
you're also a male, and I think females are just different.
I have one or two people that I would call.
And honestly, you thank God every day for my inner circle.
Oh, yeah, I would be good night. I would know what I'd do.
Abby saves you.
Yeah, literally. Hannah, too. So, I don't know what I would do. But, so here, okay, so back up. So here's my thought then. So take your personal inner circle out of it. My gosh, this is getting so far down the rabbit hole.
It was just hard for me to understand what you're saying because we have
family inner circle. Is that better? Like spousal inner circle of like people that you want to mimic your life after. This is where I'm trying to go with this. It doesn't matter. We're not going to go. We're not going to keep arguing about it.
Just go with it, and I'm just not going to stop you.
Huh?
I don't understand that.
You don't understand what?
Spousal inner circle.
Like, you want people in your life. This is ridiculous. Why are we doing this right now?
I can't understand what's happening.
All right, we'll call it your circle, whatever. You want people in your circle who have been through what you're going through, who are going to go through what you're going through, who are in what you're going through. You want all of that. So you can look at all of those things.
I agree.
Yeah, that's all I'm trying to say.
Okay. I love that we just spent literally 10 minutes
talking about what the difference of an inner circle definition is.
Well,
we should go to Webster's Dictionary.
I feel like everyone needs an inner circle.
Yeah, I think you should. I mean, yeah.
You don't.
Like, well, yeah, I mean, maybe. But
everyone's different, though. Some people live their life great without one.
Yeah, I'm fine. I don't stay up at night.
I would not do well.
I do stay up at night, but not for that reason. A lot of work to get done.
Oh my god!
I need an inner circle with like ChatGPT or something.
What?
Get it to do all my estimates for me or something like that.
Okay. I was about to say, that's sad. Like, I'm sure you could find somebody to
I could find somebody better than ChatGPT
about your problem.
Well, you're the one. Your Snapchat has like Snap AI at the top of it. Do you like stay up and text that thing at night?
I don't know how to get it off.
No, yeah, don't lie.
No,
don't. That's your number one best friend. Everyone who uses Snapchat knows the little emojis.
No,
that's Savannah's number one best friend.
Okay, you're literally just saying lies. Like lightning's about to strike down our house right now. I need to get out of the way. You don't know what you're talking about. I don't know how to get it off. It's
probably
real.
Just reading everything you send.
Probably. Like every time I try to delete it, it won't go away. So,
well,
don't worry. We'll find you a real friend.
I have plenty of real friends.
Hey guys, I hope you're doing well today. I just want to come to you really quickly and tell you about the best kept secret in the green industry, and that is the landscaping bookkeeper. If you don't know who Joey and Megan Cobley are, then you're missing out because they have created a totally remote bookkeeping service that can transform your business no matter what state you live in. They are my personal bookkeepers for growing green landscapes. They help Paul Jameson with the Green Industry Podcast and many, many more satisfied clients. All you need to do is go to thelandscapingbookkeeper.com, schedule a 15-minute free consult call with them to see if they're a good fit for you. If they are, then guess what? Simply sign up, add them to the team, and get out of the office and get back in the field, producing labor and growing that top-line revenue while also holding on to your profits because your books are in the best shape possible. Go to thelandscapingbookkeeper.com, schedule a 15-minute call, get signed up today, and change your books and your business forever.
The point of this podcast: get people in your life who are going to uplift you and push you toward your goals. You need to be at a point where you have people telling you good job. You need to be people at a point challenging you, asking you why you're doing what you're doing, giving you new thought processes. Like you don't want just yes men behind you. You don't want people who are only going to challenge you and negate you and tell you that you're not doing good. You want a mix of all that. You don't really want anybody telling you you're not doing good. Some of that harsh criticism is like good because it can fuel you, but that's not the correct fuel, I would say. So just get a good group of people in your life, whether it be a single dude, if you want to just find a dude, or your spouse, find a good group of friends like Savannah's talking about she has, and but then find some couples that you can get on the phone with, talk about your business, your life, your friendships, your relationships, your everything in the everyday stuff. Like there are people, I think I think your spousal inner circle develops as your life develops.
Yeah.
Like we're still really we're in the early stage of life development in the grand scheme of things. Like we've been married 3 years.
Yeah.
We've had a kid for almost 1. Like I think if we came back and circled back to this conversation in 5 years, we would say you would think a lot differently about the whole spousal inner circle thing. Like we would have that a lot deeper than we have now.
And it fluctuates and changes with stages of life for sure. I don't know. I think I just consider it my inner circle. Like, because
that's what you've grown up with. Like that's what you've known. And,
and you know, I don't know. I
and
think
the personal side of it has continued.
Yeah. And we're still just like, we're still like settling into life being married. You know, like we still have so many of our friends that we were friends with before we got married. Mm-hmm. And not like a lot of them are, I would say almost all of them now are married.
Or gonna be. Yeah.
So we're friends with them and their spouses too, but it's not like friends that we met and made together. It's friends that I had previously. And I don't know. I don't know. I just think it's
friends. I feel like that is like you have some lifelong friends that you owe everything to. And then you have the lifelong friends that like, they're my lifelong friends. I can't tell them that. Like, I feel like there is stuff like that in your life. Like,
really?
You don't think that way? Like, there's certain people that you've known your whole life that like you're not going to tell your soul.
I'm such an extremist, and this probably is going to come out more negative than I mean it to. But like, if you're not in my inner circle, we probably don't talk as off like very often. And I don't.
Well, yeah, that like, is inner circle. What is the word? I can't. What is the word? What is the word?
But I just feel like, you know, my dad's always told me even if you can just count on one hand, like the amount of like good friends you have, like you're fine. And so like I don't have a million friends. I have like,
because that would water down the inner circle. Like that you wouldn't that wouldn't be considered an inner circle at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that does make sense. I would love to hear this conversation in 5 years. Let's timestamp this. Come back in August of 2028.
No.
And see what it looks like. At that point, because I think we will have developed so many more of what we're talking about now. Like we develop friends as we go through life. They will be in stages of life as us. Like a lot of our friends now we're all in different stages. Like we have very few who are actually in the same stage, and so it's just like
really.
I
feel like we have
like 4. We have like 4 friends that are in the exact same stage of life as us.
Okay, like if you're going to talk about our kid being the same age down to like the month.
No, that's not true.
But like stage of life is being newly married with young kids.
Okay, so are we saying stage of life is like 5 years? Like within 5 years of whatever's happening?
Not necessarily, like but not down to the week.
No, I don't think that either.
I would say down to the year.
Like okay.
That's pretty similar.
No, that's good. I'm agreeing with you. I'm just agreeing that we don't have that many.
I would say we have more than like however many you just said. Maybe.
Point of the matter is, get around people who drive you and motivate you.
Make more friends than us, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Get it. We just look at each other and try to motivate each other, I guess. At the end of the day, we're like, we're poor, we're broke, we need to be better. Let's get our life together. Start chasing bigger things. But no, that is, I mean, so let's say, even if they're not in your inner circle, find people that you can look up to that can motivate you, whether it be social media, whether it be somebody in your church, in your community. Maybe it's a set of parents. Maybe it's your in-laws. Like I don't know. Pick it whatever situation works for you, and just try to chase your dreams, spin your dreams. Put those things on the board every single day. Put those things on the table. And let other people help you get there.
Yeah, and I think it's just important. I mean, we've kind of goes without saying with everything we've talked about, but you have to still make time for that. It's so easy for us to like talk about how much time we don't have, and we never have time to this, and you're always going to have a to-do list of things like that need to get done or that need to be crossed off, but like don't let those things stop you from living your life, especially with your friends, because
spend time with them,
friendships are like anything else, like your relationship with your spouse. Like you have to invest in them. You have to, spend time with them. You have to talk to them. You have to communicate, and those are things like you don't want to look around and as great as your, spouse is and your kids or whatever, like you want to want to have your friends, like you want to share those things with other people.
What would you say to this statement? If you don't have a kid yet, you should be prioritizing spending time with your friends very, very, very highly on your list, in my opinion. If you have kids, it's a little less because you spend time with your kid. And that's not to say you don't need friends, but here's what you say.
Once you have a kid, you have to reprioritize spending time with your spouse again. So that
is true. That there's a whole nother wrench in marriage, and that's a whole nother podcast. I just think that but you never want to look. You're never going to look at a picture of you with your friends at an amusement park and say, "Man, I wish I was working that day."
Yeah, it's all about the memories. Well, I mean, we've talked about that.
But the same thing with kids. Like that's if you have kids, then it's really the opposite. Like in these first few years, like you want to spend time with your kids. You don't want to miss their first birthday. You don't want to miss the time they first start walking. And then as you grow through stages of life, then you do that with your friends.
Yeah, I just think that's why it's so important to find people in that stage of life too, and why we're so fortunate. I don't know what you think you're talking about.
We do have
surrounded
some.
by people that have friends with young kids, because it's so easy to the reality is that it's so easy to lose yourself these first few years with your kids when they're little. Especially for a lot of us and other people out there that are trying to run a business and grow a business, it's easy to get lost in that and put relationships with people that are not in front of you every day on the back burner. But you don't want to turn around in 5, 6, 7 years and we're like, oh, what happened? I don't know. We
I would say honestly that's something we could probably be better at.
Easily.
That's something we could probably be actually a lot better
at. But again,
but you don't have to pull away either.
No, but it's not to say that those people don't need to be understanding of that. But because I think this is what I was trying to say. That's why it's so important to find people that are in that similar stage of life. We've got friends with young kids or having babies, whatever. They get it. It's not like, we just stop hanging out with them and they don't understand. Everybody's pretty gracious with each other because we're all kind of in the middle of it. We're all in the thick of it. Everybody kind of understands. And we're just taking it one day at a time and trying to support each other in that.
Yeah.
So that's why it's important to find friends that you can relate with and that can be patient and understanding.
But it's important to have people who have already done it so they can look at you and say, you can survive. You can make it through. Because when you're in it with just your friends, you all feel like you're going to drown.
Yeah.
You all are down on yourselves, but then you can get around people who are like, you got it. Keep pushing. It does get better. There are lights at the end of the tunnel. But you also get to tell the person behind you and be like, these are hard days, but they're some of the best days.
Yeah.
We've already talked about this. Jack's going to be 1 next month. I have not been emotional about his age or his size at all. Not one bit. Genuinely just haven't. Hasn't affected me at all. I want him to get big. I want to play with him. I'm ready for that stage of life. The last week has hit me a little bit more than it ever has, just because time is literally flying. He's a month away from being 1.
Yeah.
And it's I can look at somebody now who hasn't done that and say, the first 8 months are not going to be fun. The first 10 months are not going to be the greatest. It's amazing because you're watching your child grow up, but at the same time, it's hard. The days are long and hard, but the weeks and the months fly by.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that I'm now able to try to just help someone else. Not that I'm a guru, but we've had personal experience through it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what people have told us the whole time is people have said those same words to us that are further along, that have said the days are long, the nights are even longer, but the weeks and the months fly by. And so, I don't know. That's good. I mean, we're happy. Everybody's good. Life is good. Jack's good. Savannah's not good because Jack's about to be 1. But it's part of life. It's part of life. It's just we're rock and rolling every day. It's something that I muted myself there. I don't think I would want to be doing anything else. I know I wouldn't want to be doing anything else with anybody else besides you and Jack. I mean, it's I don't know. It's kind of just it kind of sets in. There's a point in life where I don't know, something hits you. And this last week or two, it has we've spun the dream, we've created the dream. We're so blessed. But time flies. I mean, time flies. So, are you okay over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's life is good. Life is crazy. Savannah's getting emotional just because the things that we're talking about, and everybody has been at this point in life. Like, you've all gone through this if you had kids. If you haven't had kids, don't worry, it's coming. Things will set in, stages will happen, milestones will happen, and you'll look back and be like, man, where did time go? But I feel like we've done a good job. We've done a good job of documenting. We've done a good job of just kind of putting our life out there and trying to live every day to be the best that we can and give back the most that we can. That is the rewarding side of things. So that's what we're here for, is just giving back, helping however we can. Didn't mean to get too deep into today's show, but we kind of did. That literally was not where I was wanting to go at all. But what I say at the beginning of the show, you come in with no agenda, and turns into some of the best shows that you have. I don't know. Hopefully somebody got something out of this. We were a little all over the rails. Trying to figure out what the definition of an inner circle is, but I think you get the agenda and you get the gist and the point of what I'm trying to say is, like, surround yourself
find
with
your
a
circle,
solid group of people,
and then find your inner circle.
Yeah, because your circle is as important too. Like, you got to have that, and then build your life around that inner circle. Make it tight knit. Make it friends that you want to spend the rest of your lives with. Or at least the next 20 years, 20, 30 years, like, get through that stage of life, grow up together, grow old together, learn along the way, and just try to make yourself better. We are trying to every day impact the next generation, like the next people that are coming up behind us. And that's a huge part of why we do this, is just the people that are in our stage, slightly behind our stage, maybe even a little bit of above our stage, but didn't have anybody telling them or helping them along the way. Like, that's what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to be here for. And I hope we can continue to do that. We don't have any plans on going anywhere. I hope y'all allow us to do that. I hope that we get more opportunities to do it in different aspects, different areas, different stages, and just events in life. That's what we're trying to do. So, you have anything else you want to leave anybody with? You got any deep thoughts over there?
I don't think so. I think we can wrap it up.
That's it.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Nothing. I just used to look at you mulling over some thoughts or something. Like, what is it? Just like Jack's turning 1? Like, is that the big thing? Like, the time's just flowing by like that?
Yeah, I just, like, I don't know. This past week has just, because he's 11 months today, so you have like a month left. Yeah. And then I think it started when, I don't know, last night or tonight, I was, whatever, giving him his bottle, going to bed, and I realized that we only have like a month left of that because he stops taking bottles.
Out of one,
it's just like,
God, that is crazy.
I don't know. I just,
it's a flood of emotions every night. Yeah, literally. Because we talk about roles at Together in Trades. Our roles in Jack's bedtime is like, I
usually do bath and get him dressed and ready and hand him off to you to feed and put down.
So feed and put him down. So now the roles might be changing now.
I'll be fighting you for that one.
Because we'll be dressing him and putting him to bed for the rest of time, but not the rest of time, but for the next couple of years.
It's just like, how is that part of his whole life already over?
Yeah, and it's the definition of what I said. The days and the nights are so long. Like, those first 3 months, first 4 months are like, we're never going to make it. We won't survive. And then you look back and it's like, holy crap.
How are we here?
How did we get here?
And how is some of it almost over? Like, we have so much happening. This isn't, his life is only just beginning. Like, it's just, the drama of it all.
His first summer's like done. Like, the first, like, you have 18 summers at home.
Yeah.
17 really.
Like, I don't know.
You have 17 at home. One of them's done. I mean, it's crazy. So it is tough seeing like people are going to listen to this and have kids older than us and they're like, y'all are so dumb. You're so rookie. Like,
because I just want to go back to how you felt the first time and when you only had one. And
I just want to say, like, this it just feels weird saying this statement. Like, it's weird watching your kids grow up.
Yeah. Like, I saw it's like a little quote that goes around that's saying somebody asked somebody what the best part of having kids was, and it was said watch him grow up. said, what's the hardest, like, worst part about having kids? And I said, watching them grow up.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's so true. We haven't even scratched the surface of watching him grow up.
Yeah. I mean, you see.
Like, we learn every single day, we learn a little bit more about him and what makes him
more
him.
about us.
And we learn about him and we get to know him a little bit more. So I can't imagine, as he grows and we actually feel like we know him. And I don't know. It's so wild. It is the coolest and greatest, saddest, like, rip your heart out thing that, like, we've ever gotten to do.
God's greatest gift to man is having a spouse. His next greatest gift is having a kid.
Yeah.
Like,
after salvation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Salvation is number one. Knowing where you're spending your eternity is number one. Then you're blessed to get a spouse. If you're blessed to get a spouse, count your blessings there and be done. If you want to go for another one, try to have a kid. Have a kid.
Oh, I can't imagine. Like,
And then it's just
everybody's
like-
different, but how could you not?
Yeah, I mean
How could you not? You just,
I don't know.
I don't know.
It would be hard to do without a very equally yoked spouse that you're happy, like that you're in love
Yeah,
with. Like,
yeah. But if you have that,
yeah. Everybody wants different
no
things.
regrets.
Everybody wants different things, but it is like maybe if you're on the fence and you're like, man, I don't know if we want kids or not. Like, get around people who have kids. Get around a happy couple. Like maybe kids have been a bad thing to you. Maybe your family has been like, people have gone out and had kids out of wedlock. They've just had kids out as a mistake. Like they didn't want to abort them, so they had them. Like that could be the view that you get on guys. And if that's the case for you and you're like, man, I don't want kids. Like that's a terrible way to, like that's the only way you know kids. Again, go back to and reassess your inner circle and try to get around people who can influence you in a good way, in a positive way, and show you how great they are. Like he's 10 months old and he's amazing. I can imagine. Yeah, he's 11 and he's amazing. I'm so used to saying 10. It's weird to start saying 11 now.
Yeah. Can you imagine when we have to say he's 1?
Yeah. Yep. But the crazy thing is though, is like you only say he's 1 for not long. Cause like I would say you get to like month 14 and then you start going back to months.
Yeah.
Cause you don't say he's 1.5. Like you don't say he's 1 in 3 months. You just say he's 15 months.
Yeah,
like,
no.
so the one, I feel like that's kind of like the 1 is the last time of like you get to, you make like sad progress, but then you regress a little bit because you're back to months. Then when you reach 2, it's over with. When you reach 2, he's 2. But that time between 1 and 2 is like, yeah, he's 17 months. Like it makes him still like a little baby. You're not just a number.
That's the definition of parents just holding on a little bit longer.
Holding on to as much as you get.
Like,
can you imagine calling your 7-year-old? He's 72 months old.
Yeah.
However many months that is.
No.
What is it? 84 months. So.
But anyways.
That's crazy. That's a weird end of the show, but I hope it does. Hope this one helped you. Hope it was a benefit. Kind of a sad start. Not a sad start. This is a great start. Like we're talking about how good kids are. Like this is a great part of life. We cannot be more blessed. Like we're so happy. We have a good inner circle. Like we have people. All this stuff is great. It's just sad watching like these memories go by. But we have great memories. Like we have great ones. We've documented. Like document along the way. We wish we would have documented more. We will document more going forward. Like do that stuff. But we're happy. Life is great. We're so thankful for each and every one of you allowing us to come and do the show every week. Means the world that you tune in for real. It means a lot. And so I think that is going to wrap this one up, though. I appreciate you tuning in. Leave us a big 5-star rating and review if you would. If you want to go sign up for Equip, use code GG50, save you 50% there. But other than that, sign up for Launch New Academy. It's coming up. Check out Megan and Joey, the landscaping bookkeeper. They will help you with your books, get your books in order. Tell them you heard about them here on the show, and they will help you very, very much. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Thank you for tuning in to another Marriage Monday. We hope to see you back here on Wednesday for another show, and we look forward to catching up with everybody here on the next one.